Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake here for another reaction, and today I'm reacting to Ahsoka episode 1. Now, basically I'll give you an understanding of where I am with the Star Wars universe and at this moment. Now obviously I've watched the films 1 to 9, I've watched the other films that get released, I've watched Mando, I've watched Andor, I've watched Obi-Wan, and I'm sort of, I enjoy the universe quite a bit. I'm not going to call myself an absolute nerd, and that's not as an insult. I wish I was a Star Wars nerd really as much as I was, but you know, I'm not as invested as a lot of people there. Now with Ahsoka, I first learned of Ahsoka through of Mando season 2, and then I was like, all right, and then obviously then she Book of Boba Fett as well. She was in as well for a wee bit. And then I found out obviously she's in her own show, and I made promises, and I've done reaction trailers, and I made promises I'm going to watch the Clone Wars before watching this. Well, I have started it. I'm on season 3, so I know enough of Ahsoka, but I don't know where her story is leading to this point. Now I know that she's looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn. She's something to do with her brother, isn't it? I'm fairly certain that she's trying to track down to do with her brother. Either he's been kidnapped or killed. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm invested. I'm into it. And plus, even if I didn't watch it, I think I would have still watched this because you know I still like this Star Wars stuff, and I'm trying my best to keep myself up to date with all the like sort of knowledge and stuff like that. So I am watching it. So episode 1 and 2, I'm going to react to. They'll come out separately, and then like days apart. And by the time I watch 3, I'd like to think I've finished the series, but obviously with doing this as a part-time job, not a part-time job, this is just hobby, but doing a full-time job, juggling a social life, a partner, other things I want to do, play games, do these recordings, then to do the edits, and to actually get a decent night's sleep, you know, I kind of, yeah, I sort of like, you know, need to be CV, love it, sort of put things on the back burner sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy this. There'll probably be a lot of things where I'm like, who the fuck's this guy, or who's this person, all that sort of stuff. And that's plausible, and you know, if people are gracious enough to leave comments, they can explain things to me without obviously spoilers and stuff like that. That'd be great for that things. But all I know is that it's about Ahsoka, and I think she's still trying to chase after Grand Admiral Thrawn. And yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here to learn more about Ahsoka. I'm currently getting her at our Padawan stage, so, and I don't know whether that increases as Clone Wars goes on. Clone Wars, I'm enjoying. I didn't necessarily enjoy the first season as much, and I'll tell you why. I feel like I don't like shows that are 22 episodes long in a series, because I don't think a story's been told in them. I think it's a saturated story. Personally, for me, this is me. I think it's just. I think the development of series have gotten better, where if you actually want me to be sort of gripped and like sort of taken aback by story making, it needs to be told in a very concise and shorter way, rather than just go 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. For me, and when those sorts, you know, it's going to be this. Okay, this is the problem. We've messed up. We need to go and fix it. We messed up again. Oh, we've realized how we're going to fix it. We fix it. You know, it follows that structure. I didn't like it with the DC universe with like Arrow and Flash and stuff like that. And I don't like it in this sort of format in the first season. I feel like in season 2 and 3, the actual, there's been more fleshed out stories to it. They've started to develop it even more. There's more standalone episodes where I'm like, these are good, and I feel I'm getting more from it. There's some more episodes that are gripping me, so that's where I am with the Clone Wars at the moment. Just let you know, I've yapped on a little bit too much about it anyway, but that's where I am with that. So yeah, and I'm enjoying those more. So hopefully it stays that way and it can keep me going. I know a couple of seasons later on, they're a little bit less than 20 episode seasons, so 20 something episode seasons. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so overall, Ahsoka, where I'm at, she's still a Padawan. She's still learning. She's still doing silly things at points, but then she's still pretty badass. So and by having to get, you know, Ahsoka as in the live action, going from the Jedi, and was that episode 5, I think, or 6 of Mando? She was outstanding in that, and like it was so good. It was such a good episode, wasn't it? What a great series that was. But yeah, so I'm excited to see how they're going to develop. I can't remember the woman's name now that plays her. She's such a good actress. I've known her in so many things, and when I see or someone tells me the name, or like anything, if I see it in the credits, it's gonna annoy me that I can't remember. But I can't remember. I think she's great. I think Yeah, I think she's a great actress, and I think the prosthetics are good. I'm looking forward to how they're going to tell the story. As for all the live action so far, series, Mando's been 1 to 2 was fantastic. 3, I still really enjoyed his reaction to that. Andor was amazing. Andor was fantastic. Again, reaction to that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I thought certain parts of it were great. I thought there was things that was hit and miss, but I thought the story of Anakin, obviously not Anakin, sorry, but obviously Darth Vader and elements of Darth Vader with Obi-Wan, and then obviously Obi-Wan with Leia. I really enjoyed those aspects of it. There's parts of it I missed. Those are the ones I enjoyed. But the grief and the PTSD and the forgetfulness of the Force that he's had to isolate himself to slowly rebuild himself to then get General Kenobi again. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So I've got reacted to those ones. So I've sort of passed the thing. So I'm looking forward to the next story in which they're telling with this live action with Ahsoka, which I'd imagine is going to be more. Obviously, it's more to do with the Jedi, so it's going to be more to do with Jedi stuff to do that. But obviously, her trying to track down, from understanding, Grand Admiral Thrawn. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can. The pitch of the show is not the pitch of the show. The aspects of the show, the nuance, like, you know how Andor was more grounded and realistic, of like a ground level sort of fighting the rebellion. And Mandalorian was about the Mandalorians, and it was nuts. I want this one to be a little bit different from other ones. So obviously, I want to know I hope its themes are a bit different from the other ones, and that's the main thing I'd like to. I don't want to be samey, and I don't think they will do. But again, I'm fairly certain Filoni's in charge of this, so I'd like to think he's going to be all over this. But either way, I'm going to jump into guys. I'm talking shite a bit too much. In case you got to this point and you do watch often and you're interested, I have been a little bit, like I said, busy at this point, and there's things that I've been trying to do. I'm going to try and get if you are watching the show, I've got a reaction that I'm going to be doing with Charlie hopefully today, so there'll be another Doctor Who reaction out soon. I'm trying to track down Josh to watch the last film of the MCU. Thank you, camera. MCU Phase 3. So we obviously watched Endgame. I'm trying to get him to pin him down so that we can then do Spider-Man Far From Home and work on that. And I'm also doing Witcher reactions, but again, having to juggle everything. I'm slowly taking my time with that, but it is what it is. But just thought I'd let you know that, guys, in case you are here. But other than that, guys, I am going to jump into this episode. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope you enjoy this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. That would be superb. But other than that, guys, I'll see you on the other side. I like this. It's different. I like this opening. Very eerie, very creepy. Oh, okay. Okay. We haven't had one of these for a while. Okay. Okay, I've just had to pause. I just want to do it. I'm going to move my drink out of the way because I know I'm just going to be a bitch and snap out. And also, I haven't had my lunch yet, guys. If you're here, I am having a cup of tea. And I might have some cookie, alright? I won't. No, I'll get cookie on my teeth and I'll look like an absolute fucking gobshite through it. I'm not going to eat my cookie. Are you happy? I like this that they're just going to throw us straight into just with the update. Morgan Elsbeth is transported to New Republic for trial. Okay, you know what? That's good. Backstory. Bam. Done. Let's move on. Great transition already. Oh, it's here, baby. Star Wars is here.
They're Jedi.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
The signal is an old Jedi.
You've got the bridge.
Yes, sir.
Straight into that chair. Straight into that chair of power. Right. Already looking. He's supposed to be they all have weapons as sidearms. The fish-looking creature has got a side-out weapon and his hand's webbed. He ain't picking that gun up. Don't care what anyone says.
Our existence remains a mystery to most, Captain Hale. I bet it does.
That's it. Call him out. Call him out.
I don't buy it. Allow me to show you our identity.
Oh, he's gonna slice him up. Oh, she is. Oh shit, she worked quickly.
We are no Jedi.
Savages. Jesus Christ, she's already here. Oh! They're making quick work of these guys. Naughty. Is this the fella that died only a couple of months ago as well? I think it is, maybe.
Balin, you are true to your word.
Balin! Got your name, thank you.
And well paid for it.
She knows about Thrawn.
He is actually a unit. Look at him.
Ahsoka Tano.
Love her. Very simple logo as well. Master and Apprentice. Okay. God damn. There she is. I've seen her now and I still can't remember her name. I'm so annoyed. Well, that was slick. Don't care what anyone says, that was slick. What's... Am I... Oh, okay. Is she like cracking a safe? Oh, that motherfucker looks alive. He looks alive. It's giving me some Tomb Raider, Uncharted, Nathan Drake vibes. Indiana Jones, all of them. Loving it. Solve the puzzle to be able to access the map or next part of your quest. What? Also, she hasn't said a word. I know if she's by herself, she doesn't need to. But, yes, I'm all for this.
Yay.
Yeah, now she said a word. Kind of ruined it, but... God damn, you're so cool. Okay, I was wondering if that was a droid or not.
Come no closer.
Droid 3! I am Spartacus! Oh, this is going to be delicious for everyone involved here. And she's gone. Yes! What? Oh. Oh! You're gone. Fuck you. Go. Oh. Well, we out. There we go.
What would you rather I did?
How? What was in these droids? You know what the problem is as well with the prequels and the kind of the prequels, I'd say, but more so the animated, but both. They sort of how it was. Obviously, they had the original trilogy where it was like, these things happen. It was very much like all of it is more to do with it. Then they became able to start going like you can force jump and force run and do all these things, and it's like now it's gone from that so that the Jedi are the most flexible, fastest, powerful, jumping around everywhere, jumping off walls, running up and all that sort of stuff. To now that even there she just looks slow to me. She looks slow, and I'm like, if this was the animated show, bam! If she would have been on it in that time, it would have been that. It would have been like the speed of light. Just thought something there. But also, what's in these droids? What kind of bomb was that?
About that.
Ooh, that's a cool looking droid.
Where were you?
Standard Jedi mission protocol.
The
Whose
gang
voice is
war
that?
Doesn't exist anymore.
Nonetheless, I have my programming. That is the job of a Jedi Padawan learner, which I am not.
Anyway,
Is that droid bitter about not being a Padawan?
The map.
let's just say I didn't follow standard Jedi protocol.
Oof. Anakin definitely rubbed off on you.
General Syndulla, it's good to see you.
And you. Though I wish it were under more pleasant circumstances.
I feel like I should know. I know Syndulla.
Afraid we've lost your prisoner.
Have I met her already in the Clone
I'll prepare
Wars?
a briefing to get you caught up.
It's been a very
Full time.
short time I've been watching it. And like very bunched together. Everything's blurring.
And a match on their lightsabers.
You matched their lightsabers? How?
I have known her to hire mercenaries in the past.
That might be a silly question, but how do you match them?
Investment paid off.
I can tell the difference by
Advantage for
colours.
Trace. If Thrawn survived, does that mean Ezra?
I hope so.
We all hope. And I'm fairly certain Ezra's her brother's name.
Except our enemies believe that they know.
We cannot show you the map. The device is locked, and the key to activating it.
That's Tennant! That's David Tennant, isn't it? That's David Tennant. I just heard David Tennant. That's David Tennant? I need to listen to that again.
Look at this map.
Hold on. Something just reignited in my head. I feel like I remember seeing someone saying Tennant, actually. Did I? Something just... Or have I just... I don't know. That was Tennant there.
Cannot show you the map. The device is locked.
Locked. That's locked. And that's what unlocked it. That was a Doctor Who
Straight line with you, Jedi.
sounding Tennant there.
General. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Commander Ezra Bridger, who sacrificed himself to liberate our world. This monument
Don't know you, Ezra.
we dedicate here today stand. May their courage and commitment never.
Oh, I know
be
his
forgotten.
face. Whose face is that? I know him.
Here to say a few. Commander Sabine Wren.
Now, I don't know Sabine Wren, from what I understand. I'm fairly certain.
Sabine Wren.
But I guess that might be something that pops up in either Rebels or Clone Wars. That's the dude. Hold on. That purple. Hold on. Was that not the dude that appeared? Someone said in Rebels. Was it not?
Find her now.
That one there. Am I correct in thinking? Is that the one that was in the like the saloon, like on the / diner thing that was in Mando season 3? And everyone was like, "Oh, that's a nod. That's a character from Rebels." Was that him there? I don't actually know. Think about it. That guy. I'm probably talking shit, guys.
Can't do that.
We just know that she's gonna just maneuver around you, buddy. And it's gonna be badass as hell.
Is she gonna stop?
Nope.
Bean, stand down.
She's crazy.
Oh, you guys are playing. Why are you giving in to chick? Wait, it's chicken. Okay, I thought she was actually gonna. Yeah, okay. Badass. So he's just giving up. Alright, okay. Oh, you're a cute fucking bastard. Look, oh my god. Oh my god, yeah.
We're not really family, but you're like a sister to me, and the Force be with you.
See, I thought Ezra was, what's her face's Ahsoka's brother. Now I'm saying that I don't even know anything to do with Ahsoka, because someone said to me, or I read online about her chasing Thrawn because, you know, something to do with her brother. Has someone lied to me? Because he looks nothing like Ahsoka. I recognise her face now that with the hood down. And I'm looking at fully focusing. What do I know her from?
You're a witch.
Is this the first time I've
A survivor.
discovered witches in Star Wars? I can't remember. Can I remember? Have I?
Ahsoka Tano's former apprentice is on the Thal.
Ahsoka Tano is a former
You're
apprentice.
looking for Sabine Wren.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, see, if I knew it was up to date, I might know this. PTSD. Here we go. Are we gonna get flashbacks, or is it just gonna be a noise and fucking audio and shit? Ah. Think any flashbacks? Now, is this gonna? Hey, I don't know the story. Is this gonna be a warm welcome or a sour welcome?
Greetings, Sabine Wren.
Can't believe I didn't realise that was David Tennant. He spoke a bit, and it's like I did notice.
And still 75% original parts.
Like, I can't unhear David Tennant now.
Well then.
Leave us alone. Yeah, this is kind of come across as sour. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. No, I thought they were going to hug. That's what I'm saying. This is probably not the best place for a kid, but I guess you have to deal with what you're given. Now, I'm going to assume Ezra was the kid. I'm going to...
You really think Ezra's still... So, where do you call home these days?
Okay, so she said, like, trying to build a relationship again.
The ship serves me.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
Anakin didn't make it easy for her. Come on. Just the way the world goes.
Jedi. Where are you going?
Somewhere I can think more clearly.
I'm not sure.
Where's that? Where's some reason? Do you know where? Some reason, you know that, like, oh, I can't remember where it's originally from. I only really know is that, like, a shtick that I know from Family Guy and Hot Rod, but it's like I need to go to where I can think more clearly. I need to go to my happy place or quiet place, and it's just them, like, in the middle of the woods dancing and smoking and drinking. That's all I've got in my head there.
Stays here. Okay.
She's not going to listen to you. Do you understand? She doesn't take orders well.
Reconstruct the details of the two hills. They are quite elegant.
Oh, actually, hold on, thinking about it. It just says several classic design motifs. Now, thinking about it is that having played the Fallen Order game, you could adjust your lightsaber so you could have different parts of it. So if there's only X amount of Jedi that's supposed to be in the world, and you have X amount of, like, modifications you can have on it and distinctive qualities of it, then you should be able then to track it down by who it's recorded as to have that one. I guess that makes more sense. It's not like having, like, someone having, I don't know, a phone, you know, where it's like a million different phones just in probably this area alone. It's a whole thing. That makes sense, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of that, because I'm an idiot, that's why.
As I taught younglings to build a lightsaber at the temple.
Oh, shit.
Definitely Jedi trained.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so they might actually be younglings, though.
This one, I do not recognize. Balin Skull.
Skull.
He
Yeah, he looks like his last name is Skull.
If both trained in the Jedi arts, they will be formidable adversaries.
Yeah.
You alone,
Yeah. Alone.
of course.
Team up.
You may not be alone for much longer.
Sabine, you're going to want to hear.
And she's gone.
And it's gone.
Oh, look at me! I'm a badass! I gotta go think and try. You're gonna be the reason they lose the map. Idiot. If the cat eats it, I swear to God, if the cat does like it does in Marvel, where it eats the bloody Tesseract, that'll be sensational. Wow.
Looking for a key, okay?
Cat shat it. Hologram! Ah!
She took the map off the ship when I explicitly told her not to.
Maybe she just...
I mean, you should also know the person that you kind of trained, what they're like as a person.
Lady Wren.
See?
Just wish she had changed a little. She's still just as stubborn and bullish as ever.
Remind you of anyone?
Mandalorian.
Oh, she's Mandalorian, okay.
You were getting into.
That's good to know.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
You best believe it, baby. Oh, soft. Yeah, that was a sore spot. Sore spot for her.
Anakin never got to finish my training. Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him. And the Jedi.
Right. Okay. So this is they're doing here. If oh, okay. If you didn't know the background, like I don't know just yet because I'm still watching Clone Wars, it's giving you the background of just people who are coming into this without knowing the background of it. So it's dropping in these little nuggets of information, which is, I guess, good because, you know, to get these bits out of the way in the first sort of episode, just so people go, right, I'm along for the ride now. These are this reasons, all that sort of so on and so forth. And then they can then take the story in their own sort of trajectory. But that's good to know. But now it's sort of like a... Now I'm going to be anticipating watching the Clone Wars. They'll be like, is this where she leaves? Is this?
Wars, I walked away.
Well, you're of no help.
It's a cat. Or a version of a cat. What do you expect?
3 faces.
3 balls. It's only one of 3. No way have I just guessed it's 3 balls, right? What have you done? It must have been the 3 balls theory. I thought I was smart. Sorry. Oh, okay. So you're making the shit. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's glowing. I mean, personally, I think she could have been faster doing it, but it is what it is. It's coordinates.
This is it.
And then the bitch with the fucking lightsaber is going to come in and ruin everything.
Think I'm going on a trip?
And you're coming with. Here she is. Here's the droids and thing. And the woman. Oof. You dog shit. Dog shit droids. It's always the same, isn't it? Oh, it's always the same. Isn't it? I've discovered it. Oh, they've escaped with the details. Oh, what am I going to do now? Now we have to know it's a race against time. Who's going to get there first? I can't necessarily remember the coordinates. It might be this way. That was a Mando helmet I just saw there. Ooh, hello. Here we go. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. She's obviously more trained, so she's gonna beat you. I can already predict it. She's just toying with her. She's toying with her. Oh, Ren. Come on, Ren. I'm on your side, I guess. No, I am definitely on your side. That's 1000%. But I can't work out now if it's actually... There's a little part of me that was like, no, she's safe. She'll be safe. Because, you know, she's a character and she's probably from... She's from stuff that I haven't seen yet. So, you know, people that have her back and stuff like that. I'm starting to think, well, they might just be like, yeah, no. And just kill her off. So now I'm trying to work out... I'm actually kind of worried for her now. I was like, yeah, she'll beat you, but, you know, you'll escape. Or she'll escape before this, and then you're dead, Ren. No, you're alive, Ren. But now I'm starting to think, like, she might kill Ren. Oh! Oh. Okay, the ship's here, so there's a chance Ren could survive. If they get... Is she survive? Oh no, you finished it here, haven't you? Ray. Filoni directed. There we go. And written. And created. Filoni's just on a roll. Yes. Have I just realised it's you now? Has everything just clicked into place for me now? There's no way, right? Hold on. I actually didn't see. I need to. Rosario Dawson. There it is. Fuck. There's her name. There's her name. I've just realised. I'm just realising this cast now. And that, guys, was my reaction to Ahsoka Episode 1. Yeah, I didn't realise I was marrying Elizabeth Winstead until it literally the name there and everything just went into place. I was kind of looking at like, the character going, do I recognise you from the fact that I know this character? Or do I... Like, again, it's all a blur for me, everything. So it's throwing me off. But it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead. There we go. Yeah, that was a great opening for me, at least for... not knowing too much about how the story ends are going. I feel like the stories that I've heard from maybe either slightly reading online or people have told me, I think I may have misinterpreted. I thought Eric was her brother, but then someone told me I thought her brother was killed by Thrawn or captured by Thrawn. But then again, is that because they were like, he was like, you're like a sister to me, so does that mean that it was like he's the same thing to her as a brother to her? I don't know. I really don't know. But that's something I feel like maybe I've misinterpreted along the way. Hopefully now I've now got like in my head, like I've got some form of understanding now. That was a great first episode, especially for I have like obviously dipped in and out of like Clone Wars and stuff like that, and I know a little bit about certain things, but I think it would be a good episode for people to sort of kind of understand, because it gave you the opening credits, which is great, and then it gave you drops of nuggets here and there that might have been like obviously written in Clone Wars and Rebels and stuff like that people might not have been watching in the main films. And the animated shows, might just be watching the like live version shows. So I think they've done well to sort of do that one, and I think that they did well to give you a good opening, show you the stakes, then obviously then give you badass with Ahsoka trying to work out. I love the fact they sort of like kept that in that moment of her trying to work out, like, you know, Tomb Raider the shit out of it, and then they then just progress the story to show you. Again, that's what this first episode is, because people won't know as much, and in case they do, or if they do, they need a recap. It's that they need to sort of set the stakes, give some understanding, some depth to characters, where people are, to then release them, you know, into the world, then carry on the story. I think that's what it really is. Obviously 2 episodes, because now this is obviously the episode to be like, yeah, this is just to let you know, a little recap, show the stakes, this is where we're going, and then the next episode progresses the story. So yeah, I thought overall, I thought it was a great episode. I think the production value looks great. I think Rosario Dawson, again, I think she's a great actress. So Rosario Dawson, so I think she, yeah. So again, yeah, I think she plays Ahsoka so well, and it's weird seeing how she is as the Padawan in where I am in Clone Wars, and now seeing how she was in Mando, and then Boba Fett, and then in this, it's like she's grown so much. It's so strange for me to see. But again, yeah, I thought it was a very good first episode. There's going to be a lot of things I missed, which is of course what's going to happen when you don't know stories as much. But you know, hopefully I haven't missed too much. I think as things have gone, I think I started to gather things a lot more and more. So, you know, in the bit when obviously they mentioned that she was a Mandalorian, I remember like it was like yeah, and I remember when she was in the thing, I saw a helmet in the background, and I was like, I couldn't place it because I just glanced, and then she went down and did something to Cat, so I was like, hell, Cat. So you know, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I think I'm invested. I'm here for it. I think the production value looks great. Can't believe it took me that long to recognise that's David Tennant as well. I should have known, but then it was just like it was just the pronunciation of what, I can't remember what that word was, but the word whatever it was then unlocked. It was like, do you know what? It's like, you remember that clip with Ewan McGregor when he's talking about when he was telling someone off in his car, and he was just like, that's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's like, was he like, that's fucking David Tennant. Yeah, so that's yeah, so I think it's great. I'm just gonna go through some of the notes I could just see on my thing here. I do like that we got the opening like the titles, the little monologue, prologue, whatever you want to call it. I just wrote opening words, but you know what I mean. I do like that we got that. I think that sometimes Star Wars stories, because there's such vastness to it, you can miss that, and unless it's very contained, which this one isn't, and has to. If we didn't have that, we would have had to have 3 episodes released, which would have been, or this episode would have been 2 hours long, you know, because it needed so much of a recap, and that was it. That's what it just was like. Bam, there you go, read it. I think it's great. I like the fact that it was its own Star Wars monologue. It wasn't like the and then it's going that thing. I'm glad we didn't get that. I'm glad it was just sort of like a, here's the music, our music. It's in different writing. It's different font, everything, like the way it's like camera. Where it's structured is different, there we go, as it's going along. And then yeah, I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was very good. I really enjoyed that. I like the fact that I like the fact that we got a side of the captain where that's like trying to be tricked from the good person side, I guess you want to call it like that, because usually it's like all the good people trying to trick the bad people and like trying to get onto their ship. This one's like let's see. I'm calling their bluff. Let's try and figure it out. Let's go. And yeah, and I do like that, and very confident. But again, to show you just how devastating that side of the fight is, the best way to put it, as bad fight is, it goes to show you how savage they can be. Came in, she destroyed everyone quick. He just destroyed her, and then they were just going across the ship. The whole ship was fucked up because they had to just get one person. So, great opening, set the stakes, showed you exactly they meant business. I did enjoy the whole sort of fact that it was just for just one person, because again, what great that was. It was one person, and then it was like, oh, who's that map? It was like Ahsoka Tano, and it's like bam. Now that was it. Lovely stuff. Loved that, and then that led into the logo. Was great, by the way. Really enjoyed the logo. The music, I very like the music. It has its own sort of vibe to it. The music, it hasn't got at points. There was a moment, I can't remember what point it was now. The music was started going where it was like, oh, this sounds a lot more Star Warsy, the film, but it has its own vibe to it for this. It's like for our own sort of theme for Ahsoka. It's kind of like how is it the French horns for Mando? Where it's like do 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 do, like, you know, no, not French horns. No, it's not. It's that sort of music. Anyway, it has its own sort of theme, and I want more themes for these characters. So you like and I really enjoyed the music for that in that opening and the build up to it. But yeah, I did enjoy that opening Tomb Raider sort of scene where it's like it sort of said it can let you just bathe in that moment. You're along the ride for her. You're trying to help work out with her. You're trying to work out. It's so, again, you could have had Huang there, who could have been there sort of doing his old droid thing in the background, talking away. But then you had that moment of her walking through slowly. Firstly, the lightsabers without even touching the lightsabers. So then like use the force to be able to drop down and great stuff. But then to have that and then just be in that moment with her trying to work out, I love that. That's it. You don't need to add in, and that's what I sometimes feel like certain shows can do and films, especially when there's, you know, Disney's at the helm. Sometimes it can be like just bathe in the silence. Use your cinematography and your your cinematography, the mise en scène, everything like that. That included the music, the camera angles, the lighting, just the looks to just tell you a story and give you the dialogue that isn't needed. I thought it was great. But then obviously she was like, hang on, guy. And I was like, oh, right, there we go, it's done. So we had that good 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I think. Great stuff. Yeah, then obviously the droids came along, and then you're like, right, cool, this is it. I love the fact she then decided to go down on the ground, get them all down there. I thought they were obviously, I don't know why she didn't, firstly. Get them down, they don't know what's going to happen. As they drop down, slice them, dice them. But then she's done it to both of them, which is, you know, great. And then you get up, and then she's taken on the normal droids, and again, doing cool Jedi shit with those lightsabers. Loving it. Then you understand the whole sort of bomb thing. I mean, like I said, how powerful those bombs. Imagine, here's the thing, if they can self-destruct like that, which means they have the necessary ability to have that bomb in them, if you shoot them with a blaster or something like that, if they were all there together, that means the whole like city, wherever you blast them, is going to blow up anyway, because it's already in them. So that's a design flaw, you know? Like, silly. I wrote down sassy droid, and it makes sense because we had sassy Tennant doing it. Having Tennant back, because I can't remember if I noticed it in the trailer or not, thinking about it, or if I just saw it online afterwards when on Twitter, people, maybe it was because he was trending, I can't remember. But I completely forgot it's Tennant again. I can't remember what the word was, been locked to me. But I myself, and I'll die on this hill. For me, obviously, and I think they know it, and I don't think I'm going to get much from people that will argue against it, but I need a sassy droid. I do. I need a droid, a cool droid, or a sassy droid, or a funny. I need every Star Wars thing needs a droid for me. I think I do need it because it's what makes Star Wars, and I just think I just think they're so cool in what they do, and they could just give you an element of like even even something simple in Mando season 3, where obviously we got IG-10 obviously in season 1, but then obviously in Mando then you have this one where they go into the diner with all the droids when we're doing that, like him and Bo-Katan are doing that sort of like they're doing that sort of detective work, and they go to the saloon for the droids having their their like oil for drinks and that. So they go in there to do that and you're there, and even the droids are acting like they are creators. Like it's only so much that would like it only makes sense that we would help them out in their short space of time. Something like that was fucking fantastic, and it gives it a different aspect to that droid. Then you have IG-10, IG-11, whatever you want to call, and then you have the likes of the droids. I can't remember the droid that's in Rogue One now. I can't remember his name. But that was what a great fucking droid. I mean, droids just make it for me, and I think. Huang, I think that's Hai Wang or Huang. I think it's Huang. Anyway, I think he's gonna. I'm gonna love him. And with Tennant being Tennant makes sense. So sassy Tennant, sassy droid. What's this say? Map won't unlock, but we understand why, because to make this story progress, the map can't unlock, and we have to lose the map just as we discover it. Now, if they hadn't just, I'll get to it now. If they hadn't got that droid in to destroy all the details to do with the actual map, I would say then there would be a chance that that Ren would be dead. But the fact is that she hasn't been able to parrot that makes me think that Ren is more than likely still alive now. Because how are they going to know where to find a map, who to track, So yeah. Yeah, I'm just reading here. Ren, well, for the whole, I like the idea with Ren. It's like I'm just like, again, you hear Ahsoka say like, why, I wish you could have changed or grow or whatever like that. And it's like all you nerds all at the parade. They go, not my style, man. Very much a Han Solo sort of, not my style, kid. That sort of thing, like, and it's like, I love when people do that. But then it's like, you're the reason why this video, because you were sort of like not listening to it, sort of like, not my style, I do what I want. I need to go to my happy place to work out this map. Like, and then she does, and look what happens. Like, I know it progresses the story, I get it, but it's like, can you not just group together, please? Camera, please. But yeah, it just like, stay together. Come on, man. But yeah, but the chase scene, like sort of like the rock music. Badass. I have to bring it back. Good luck. Just me. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as bad as it because you just had to escape. Just show that she was ballsy, doesn't listen to orders, doesn't really sort of want to stand there, and then she just goes underneath the thing, and then just sort of like, and the guy's like, "Right, I'm off. I'll." He's probably got sacked. He's probably been battered or something like that because he didn't listen. Well, no, she didn't listen to him. But you'd hope not. Imagine next scene was her coming like into the thing, and he was like hanging from a rafter, just sort of like, "Oh, you should have listened." That's savage. This is not a. Yeah, this is not an imperialist city. They fought to stop those things happening. Yeah, okay. The whole thing then to do with Ezra's final goodbye message. Obviously, he said he's had to help to kill Grand Admiral Thrawn, but obviously we know that he's still. There's rumors of him still alive. That sort of thing. But for me, is that again, like I said, is that I can't work out now. I think I might have read different versions, or I read things incorrectly, or I'm mixing things up with other stories. But again, he was meant like, you were like a sister to me. Could be the fact that he was like a brother to Ahsoka. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't look like Ahsoka, which makes me think he's not biologically related. But you never know. But yeah, I'm a little bit sort of, I think that's it. But then it may kind of make sense. I don't know, man. But yeah, that whole sort of goodbye, man. Again, they're giving you like for them to understand the stakes. That was at the time for with Ren, not Ren. Sorry, yeah, well for Ren, for Ahsoka, for it's weird, isn't it? You have like Ren, Ahsoka, all these cool names. It's just like Ezra. But yeah, so you had Ezra's goodbye. Find out little nuggets about like obviously being. Ren being Ahsoka's old apprentice. Whether I see that or not in Clone Wars, I'm not too certain. Whether I see it in Rebels, I don't know, because I'm going to have to watch Rebels after this as well. Christ. But yeah, so... Yeah, whether it's a ton up, but again, a good little bit of nugget information so they're understanding. They were just standoffish. She was nice to seeing other people nice to seeing her, but then it was like and then you then find out that obviously then again, I didn't know this about Ahsoka, about her leaving the Jedi, leaving Anakin, leaving Ren behind. She was like, I'm out now. How she gets to that point, I don't know. I guess I get to learn about that eventually. Why she's like, I'm out. So I am looking forward to that now. But again, I think it would have been more of a shock for Saw. But that's only for me to blame. I should have watched it before watching this. But you know, life, eh? I read on Balon is ex-Jedi. So he obviously was, like you said, he was learned to be a Jedi. I like that Huang has that database. And again, to talk about like how the lightsabers, how I was like, how could he tell the difference? It makes sense now. But again, I like that he has a database to be able to track down who it is. Again, I thought Ahsoka might have known him by the way. Like, I thought I was gonna get like a Balon. Like I thought I was gonna get that, but it was like, okay, there's a dude. I can't wait to see more of like that character again. Absolutely fucking unit. Like, you know, he's very commanding just as a unit, as like just stature alone. So I can't wait to see more of him on screen. Plus, I don't know how many other performances he has after that. That's already been recorded, but it's sad obviously for Ray at the end knowing that he passed. But you know, hopefully then the show ends up being great, and this is one of the final farewell like send offs from him that people can be like, at least he went out absolutely superstar in this show, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one there. Walked away from Jedi Anakin. Sabine, you know, I've wrote that down. It's like, yeah, I need to see that with the rest of the shows. And then I discovered coordinates. Of course, it's like let me look at it from a different angle, because the guy was always, I said that always works. It does always work, because it must be like that, because you can't just be like, I can't tackle this from the same angle, I'm still not getting it. You have to, I thought you meant as in like, I thought mentally people come at it from a different angle. She actually went to a different angle to then came at it, and I was like, oh, okay, worked out, got the coordinates, that looked amazing, that sort of like orb shooting off the light. She decides to go out and just go, right, over there, just go coordinates, there we go. Then again, maybe there is a coordinates, maybe she has to go, I recognize that star system, it's that way. And then, you know, but then again, you know, the droids turn up, scare the cat off, or the kitty, or I don't know, it's a bit of it's not a cat, let's call it a chat, right? Scare the chat off. It's probably got a name already, but scare the chat off, and then she does her best to get the droids, but obviously they do their business. She goes there and sees the Jedi, and good, again, for someone that probably hasn't used that lightsaber in a while or anything like that, you know, she did well. I liked some of the movements she was doing. I think she still, again, you saw how slick she was with the motorbike and with the other ones. She still got it. It's just she's not used to using the lightsaber as much. So to go toe-to-toe with someone that probably uses a lot and trains still a lot and uses the Force and stuff like that, then, you know, she did well to go toe-to-toe for that long. But again, I with her being stabbed up, and then obviously they've gone away with the map. Now we know the map. I don't think she's dead, unless her dying thing is the map is. And then because I don't know, but I don't think so. But yeah, yeah. Now we're gonna have like a race against time. They've got the thing. We know it is. They're gonna have more data. Now we have to try and find out more data whilst they're ahead. So it's gonna be a little bit of a catch up to it from now, as most of those sort of stories do. But yeah, but overall, I think obviously then her getting stabbed, and then for Ray at the end, and roll credits, all that sort of stuff. But overall, really enjoyed the episode. I thoroughly had a good time watching it. I'm ready to be gripped for this. I love my Wednesdays watching it. It sort of like just makes it. Love it with Marvel, love it with Star Wars. It just gives something to look forward to midweek. You know, splits like sort of like. Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to carry on and discover more of these characters. And let's put it this way, is that I'm going to be watching. I'll probably do the other recording for the second episode, probably maybe tomorrow or the next day. So I might be a little bit further ahead with Clone Wars, but I don't think so. But otherwise, yeah, I'd say hopefully by next episode I will have watched all of Clone Wars. So yeah, but that's it. Overall, really enjoyed this episode. I hope people aren't sad about this, and well, no, people have the right to their own opinion, and I hope the fandom actually that are like fans of Star Wars, that are like fans, they aren't toxic, you know, and they actually enjoy this series. I hope they do. I've thoroughly enjoyed it from someone that's half in, half out, and going by the standard of how it is thing, I think it might kind of grip a lot of people. But yeah, but overall, I'm happy with that. But I am going to leave it there, guys, because I am starving, and I need to probably jump into another recording. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. So Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please like the video. Comment down below what you think of this episode. What did you think? What have I missed that's not spoilery? Could anyone clear up this whole sort of brother thing with Ahsoka that I was told? What do you think? What was your favourite part of this? What do you think of the other characters, new characters, returning characters? You know, all that sort of stuff. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you like these types of video, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get a notification every time I upload. There's a bunch of other videos around here to do with me reacting stuff. Like I said, I've got the MCU reactions doing my friends with Josh. I got the Doctor Who reactions. I do my little brother Charlie, and I do reactions to stuff by myself. Have a look around, see what takes your fancies. But other than that, guys, I'll see you out there.